course. He's playing so strong, and I think he's got a very good shot. Look, I mean, Parting's probably more concerned about just being knocked out of the group. He's on the low end of the stick. Ganzi looks like he should be set, I think.
Yeah, I think Ganzi is basically in the top 6 already. In fact, I'm pretty certain of it. And they are ready, Tasteless, so let's go into game 2.
We're going to start this game.
Don't forget, we'll have all 3 games, even if Ganzi wins this, because of tiebreakers.
All right, so we'll get this on screen for you guys once it's done loading. Again, a TVP. Parting, considered a Protoss versus Terran expert. So what does Ganzi do? Ganzi just says, all right, I'll do a cheese. I'll kill him off early on. I don't want to play a long game. I need a win. I need to get to the bracket stages of this group. In the bottom left, doing a 1-1-1, we have our Terran player, Ganzi. Meanwhile, over here in the red, we have our Protoss player. He's down 1 game. He's actually not doing well in this entire group. Parting.
Cloud Kingdom is the map, and we've seen a lot of good TVPs here. This is a map that gives some pretty interesting ones. Some very nice games we've seen at this tournament, specifically even. For instance, that Huck game we saw earlier. Really nice game against Marine King. Very, very close. We actually called it over like several times because it was it was so close. It was like 1 unit from being over to the point where people just get overrun.
Yeah, there was we've seen a lot of that down here. Terran player going to go and wall in at the entrance. Now remember last time what happened. Ganzi got a wall in. Parting came by and was unable to get inside the base, so he was playing blind. Ganzi then takes a big risk that Terran players don't do so often anymore, and does the 1-1-1 build where you rush with the SCVs. Parting, blindsided by the build, is unable to stop it. Even though he's hanging on for a while, it was a bit of a cliffhanger. It's just not... he just did not have enough.
Yeah, he engaged poorly maybe once or twice in there, and I think that may have added up to that loss, but we'll see. I mean, he'll do better this game because this is not a map that's good on. We're not going to see anything like, a Banshee into 1-1-1. This is just not so good for it. But Ganzi is getting a gas, so we don't really know what he's doing yet. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was a Reaper build. It's a pretty good build here. If he goes like... No, he's not going to go 1-1-1. I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
No, I don't think he will either. This is just the wrong map to try to do that on. And we got a Nexus coming up here now.
That's a pretty fast Nexus, Tasteless.
Yeah, that is a Nexus before Cybernetics Core.
Yeah, that's before the second pylon, in fact.
Oh, yeah, that is it. That's so weird, yeah. Here's the second pylon
That actually reminds me of an old StarCraft 1 build that was like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't very popular, but yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I know that build. Yeah. So this is kind of an interesting timing here. This is definitely Parting showing his own character in the game. He's not somebody who's copying other builds. He's got his own way of playing the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a factory going up for Ganzi. Could it be a 1-1-1? I'd be so surprised to see that from him twice in a row.
Well, I mean, sometimes surprising somebody like that with the same strat, it's pretty rare, twice in a row, can be incredibly effective.
Yeah, actually, you're very right on that. A lot of the times, you're not going to expect such a thing. Back to second gas.
I don't know, guys. We might see, the same game twice.
Well, yeah, on a different map, too. Isn't that weird?
That's crazy, man.
Well,
with all the exact same actions happening, the exact same units dying. Yeah.
That would be craziness.
It's a glitch in the Matrix. No, but seriously, it looks like we may have the 1-1-1 again. He's getting the Hellion.
No, it's exactly the same build.
You see with the same build?
Well, not exactly. The reactor is slower this game. But so far, it does look like that. And actually, it's interesting that he's playing this way, because this is kind of like how Hart plays. And, of course, Ganzi and Hart, new teammates on Complexity. And Hart is kicking ass in this tournament, too, so killing all the Protosses. So maybe Ganji's like, oh, okay, you know what? Your style is really effective right now. I think I might go ahead and use it.
Right. There may be variations of this, though, too. He may be going for the Raven first or something. All right. Is it going to be a Banshee?
I think so, Tasteless.
I think it is.
And in fact, he's going to go ahead for Siege Shanks as well. This is going to be basically the same exact build. Very interested in this. Same exact build twice in a row. And it's an aggressive one, not a defensive one. If it's like a defensive macro build, that's more normal.
He got inside here with the Hellion. caught the tail end of that.
Wow.
No kills.
No kills on that hill.
But it was an interruption to the mining of the probes.
And he is getting that nice quick robo right now. You know, I think he saw the hell and he's like, wait a minute. Deja vu.
Now we have the Stalkers coming out here to try to clean up any SCVs that could be at the Zelnaga watchtowers. There are none currently here. Oh, man, this is weird. Do you think he's going to go for the cloak again?
No, I don't think we're going to see any cloak.
Yeah. Or excuse me, not again. He didn't even do it the first time.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If he wants to go for cloak, that would be a variation of this build. He's literally doing the exact same build. The exact build that we saw before. Now, I don't know if it's going to work on this map or not. I was interested when in the last game I saw that they he actually didn't send all of his SCVs. He sent like 40%, it looked like, in the attack, and I guess that's so he could keep making SCVs back at home.
Yeah, well, we saw how long it was, and in fact that he got an expansion. Without that expansion, he definitely wouldn't have won. So, I mean, it started out very all-in-ish, but then he realized, oh, I guess this is really hard to push up here, and I got to do something a little bit different this time. And in fact, he's making an expansion. Ooh, this is kind of like a fake, maybe.
Oh,
this is weird.
That's smart.
That is a much quicker expansion than we saw last game. He doesn't actually have so many units that would be really, truly frightening. So,
but see, the problem is now he's overextended himself. I see what the build is, though. It's made to look like he's going to do.
It looks exactly the same.
Like that all in again, but in fact, he's faking it. And the tell is that there's no SCVs in the army.
Yeah, that and the command center.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Parting is gonna, since he's not going to die. He has a much better economy than his opponent here. He's had that expansion up a long time. It's very late for Ganzi. In fact, look at that, even losing that. Oh no, good force fields. And he has the Immortal here too, so the Immortal can actually just kind of clean things up.
Well, here's the funny part is that Parting was more than prepared to take on, oh, he's going to get the Sentry, that means the Banshee's going to kill everything. He was more than prepared to take on a 1-1-1 rush with the SCVs, basically the most frustrating rush to deal with in the game. But then when Parting realized it was a fake, he was like, what? Just walked out and started killing everything. But I guess it worked. I mean, the command center is being turned into an orbital. And, you know, I don't know about this. See, now the drop, I get it. But what if the Protoss just runs over the Terran's army?
And that's actually why he's going with only 4 Marines. You know, he could have picked up more, but he says, you know what? Maybe I can do some slight damage while he's attacking me because I'm not going to really win otherwise. And in fact, you're not going to win at all, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It looks like Parting should get through Ganzi here. And, well,
he needs to live.
I mean, this is... What units does he have in the main base, Tasteless? Okay, he has a sieging. He has some Marines.
He's got something.
Yeah, he's got some stuff. All right, a little bit over-aggressive there. He's Parting. But now he's made Ganzi go up that ramp, which is really quite nice.
Where's that happened to the drop?
Oh, there it is. I don't know.
Where is it? Okay. So this medevac's still moving around the map. All right, once again, he's going up the ramp.
This time leading with those Immortals so that you can take siege tank fire.
Blowing up the reactor here. The base is exposed.
It's going to cost him a lot of Marines, and it's also going to open that up, so that's very nice. And now going up once again, a lot of Marines and Banshees actually dealing a lot of damage to this, but losing so many SCVs in the meantime. More and more Stalkers being warped in. Oh, Tasteless, that's such a good view. Do that again, Tasteless.
Do it again?
I want to watch this battle take place.
You see it from over here. All right, GG.
Wow, GG. All right, so Parting goes ahead and wins game number 2.
Yes.
Keeping his tournament hopes of finishing highly in the group alive. Because if he wins this next game, of course, then he's at 3-2.
Right.
Which, 3-2, not bad at all in this group.
No. I love that build. Let's talk about that build for a little bit. Game 1, he does that insane all-in. It's fairly common on the ladder. I'm sure most of you guys have experienced it before. Then in game number 2, he just makes it look like it's the same build. He tricked us as analysts and commentators. Then he just puts a command center there. The Protoss